Hi, congratulations on your new RV. We're really excited for you. Please make sure before you're signing that you bring the following items with you. If you're a cash buyer, please make sure that you bring a cashier's check, no personal checks at time of signing, or you may bring actual cash. If you're a finance customer, please make sure that you bring proof of insurance listing your specific lien holder. If you need that information, please call us ahead of time. Also, make sure that you bring all valid driver's license of all persons that will be listed on the title. If you have a trade that you're trading in with us, please make sure that you bring your 10-day payoff as well as your title and all persons who will be listed on the title of that trade. Arrive 30 minutes early before your appointment time so we can properly inspect your unit, and also make sure that you have the fridge on and running prior to arrival. If you have any questions, please feel free to give us a call at 810-686-0710. Thanks so much. Have a great day.
Hello, this is Mike with TradeWinds RV Center, here to congratulate you on your purchase of your Catalina Legacy 343 BHTS travel trailer. I'm here to walk you around the trailer, show you how to use a few things, get the best out of your camping experience. Let's start by talking about arriving at the campsite. Now, a couple things I want you to take into consideration. On your outdoor kitchen in the back there, you've got a door that stands up pretty far out. And then over here on your off camp side, you've got a couple of slides all the way down, 3 of them, that you want to make sure you park accordingly to make room for them. Another thing you want to consider, where your water and electricity hookups are. So in between your 2 rear slides, or your middle slide and your rear slide, is your electricity and water. So that'll be on your driver's side, right behind the tires. So park accordingly so that you can utilize the facilities at the campsite. Once we've arrived, we're going to unhook our hitch. Hitchman will walk you through that. Then the first thing we want to do is level our unit. At the front you do have a power tongue jack with a docking light. Simply retract to bring down, extend to bring up. Now your door is about the middle of your unit, so you can just put a level inside the door there, or attach one to the side of the unit and you can tell when it's level. Now, should you not have power in the top of your power tongue jack, remove that and use your hand crank to raise or lower it. Speaking of power, another thing I like to do when I arrive at the campsite is check my terminals. Get in there and check your battery, make sure your terminals haven't wiggled loose. Alright, we've got our unit level. Now we're going to stabilize it. Now remember, these are stabilizing jacks, not leveling jacks. All you want to do is attach your hand crank or a 3/4 inch socket on the end of a drill gun or impact driver and run these down. So what you want to do is you only want to run these down until you're taut. I recommend jack pads, so you can pick those up in our store. It's going to protect the feet of your stabilizing from hot tar, hot asphalt, sand, dirt, and it'll better distribute the weight. So get you some jack pads, put them down, run these down just until they're taut. Remember, you're not going to try to lift or move the unit at all, you only want to stabilize it. If you brought down all 4, go back around and make sure you haven't moved any of the other ones. You got our unit level, we got it stable. Next thing we're going to do is hook up our water and electricity. Coming around to your off camp side, in between your 2 slides, is going to be your power cord. 30 amp service on this power cord. Should you need it, you want to plug into some 110. You do have a 30 amp to 110 amperage reducer. Plug that in, you've got your power. Next thing we're going to do is hook up our water. Most important thing here, water pressure regulator. This can reduce the pressure of the water down 40 to 50 psi's. Most units can handle a max of 60, and you don't know what the park's water pressure is set at, so use this every time you're putting water into the unit. You don't want to blow your lines out. You want to protect your investment here. Put your water pressure regulator in, hook up your hose, but don't turn your water on yet. Let's go find your hot water heater. On your campsite, just to the left of your doors, is your hot water heater. What you want to do before filling it up is make sure your drain plug is in. You may have left this out from the last time you were camping, and make sure that drain plug is in so you're not just pouring water out of your unit. Got your drain plugged in, you can go ahead and turn on your city water. If your city water's ran for a few minutes, you're going to burp or release the air out of your lines. Once the water is flowing steadily out of here, you know that your hot water heater is full and can be lit from inside. Now, should you be going camping and we don't have a city water connect, let's talk about your potable. In between your front slide and your middle slide is your fresh water connection. This is potable water. So we're going to fill this up, do the same thing to the hot water heater, burp it. However, when filling up your fresh water, once it's full, you're going to turn on your water pump from inside. Only turn on your water pump when using fresh water or potable water connection. We've got our water hooked up, electricity hooked up. I'm going to walk you around and show you a few other things on the outside. So also in the front here, you do have your cable hook up, a fresh water drain, and your sewage drain. We'll discuss those when leaving the campsite. You have an outdoor shower, which are set right up there. You also have a black tank flush, which we'll discuss later. Your city water connect and power. And then your wastewater holding tank. So this is a separate dump tank from up front. This is going to be your black tank and the gray, and the other is just going to be a galley. And a third one here. Coming around the back of your unit. This unit is prepped for a Furrion backup camera. You can purchase those from our store to electronically communicate between the device that sits on your dash and this device here. Giving you the first thing you'll notice, as with every unit, right by your entry door, you'll always know where your fire extinguisher is. To the left of that on the floor is your 12-volt carbon monoxide detector. Now the reason I mentioned 12 volts is this is constantly running off your battery. So if you're going to be gone for the day, disconnect your battery if you're dry camping and you're not plugged in. Otherwise, this will run your battery down. Upper left when you come in the doorway, control panel. This is to check your fresh, just touch it and it'll tell you what's in your tanks. Fresh battery, black and gray tanks. This is to control your slides. Down here is to control your awning, extend and retract. Exterior lighting, interior lighting. This is to turn on your water pump if you are using potable water. And this is to turn on your water heater. In your island here, you do have a pop-up USB. To the right of here is your Furrion sound system. Connex TV. Fireplace. Fireplace are more than looks. So the secret to a fireplace is if you're parked somewhere and it's a little chilly in the morning or chilly in the evening, instead of using up your gas, crank this fireplace up. It's going to use their electricity and it's going to keep your unit pretty toasty. It'll warm up quickly. You can change the flames, change the amount of lighting, change the temperature. To the left of that is the 110. Now let me talk about your television. So when you arrive at the park, before you go scanning for digital channels, where your cable goes in is this little button. Push that until it's green. What that is a digital channel booster, so you pick up more channels when you plug in and run your scan. Coming around your unit, you do have your one-touch lighting throughout. Of course, this jackknife, a little storage underneath. Lay that down for a bed. Let's go here to the left. Talk about your stove. This glass makes an excellent backsplash. You do have lighting and a fan here. Simply turn to light. Hit your spark. Shut that back off. You do have a panel light here as well. Coming over to your fridge. hold that for on. Everything else is self-explanatory. Your microwave. You have AC here. And up in your upper left-hand corner is your fire smoke alarm. Let's go to the back of the unit here. Underneath your cabinetry storage here, we have an access panel to your fuse box and breaker box. Now it looks like you have mostly 15s in there. I highly recommend having a handful of those with you when you go camping. 110 next to that. Coming down to your hallway now is your thermostat. That'll handle heat, fan, and air conditioning. Coming into your bathroom, I do want to mention, turn on our lights here, you do have 110 GFCI buttons on it. Good to know where that's at. We're on the back of your toilet. Remember, you do have some plumbing to keep an eye on. Better do that. Keep an eye on that. You're bouncing a house down the road. Last thing you want is your plumbing to come loose. You do have a manual hand crank open exhaust fan. Make sure that's closed when you're traveling. Coming back into our bunk room, we're going to hit the individual lighting. Pretty sure you know that your slide control for your bunk room is back here. Ladder sets out like that. Turn on some more lighting in here. Lighting here. And here, a couple of USB ports. You know that your bed will fold up here and simply attach those. And you can set this up as gaming chairs, or you can unfold the whole thing onto the floor for about a queen size bed. Heat exhaust here. The storage under your table. Let's take a look into your bedroom real quick. Turn some lighting here, and here you have your second thermostat. That is strictly for the bedroom. There's your AC for the bedroom. Cable 110 should you want to set a TV up on here. As you know, your closet door is actually your storage area that is prepped for a washer and dryer. Also next to the bed, another 110 on the floor. USB ports on both sides of the bed. And of course, your big closet. Well, it covers everything on the inside. Let's go outside and act like we're leaving the campsite. So on this unit, it looks like we've got 3 dumps. A gray, black and gray, and another gray. So let's start with your black. Sewage hose comes in your convenience pack. You can hook right up there to the sewage dump. Now you can get longer, stronger sewage dumps, hoses with Y's in them. I would recommend them with this one because you've got so many. Instead of starting and stopping and plugging in and plugging out, hook up 3 of them down into one, get a Y going, and dump them all at the same time. Individually, of course, but I mean hook them up at the same time. So we got our black tank hooked up. We got our sewage hose in. We're going to pull our black handle. That's going to pull the black tank. That's going to be your sewage. Now, after your black tank has been running for a while, it sounds like it's no longer dumping. You're going to hook up a hose with your water pressure regulator right here to the black tank flush. We're going to run that for about 5 minutes. It's going to spray out your black tanks and clean them out really nicely. Make sure to leave your black handle open when doing so. After about 5 minutes of that, shut and disconnect your hoses and close your black. Then you can pull your grays. Pull this gray tank. You're going individually. Go up and pull the next gray tank. and then go back and pull your other galley tank. Once we've got all three of these empty, that sewage hose is going to be a little bit cleaner from the gray tanks filling them up. And we're going to come back here, open up our bumper, and store our sewage in there. Great place for a sewage line. Out of your unit. A little more sanitary. Alright, that about covers everything on your unit. Again, thank you for your purchase from TradeWinds. Hope you enjoy this for many years to come. Happy camping.